want it back.
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and, well, here we are, CD. It is all gone according to plan for the Jets. They acquire Aaron Rodgers, and in his first year, here they are in the Super Bowl.
And while I don't think he should have to deal with this, let's face it, a second Super Bowl title absolutely cements his legacy, and if he can get it, he'll be a hero for life in New York City wearing jet green.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this is a club that's been put together largely through the draft the last few years. They've hit some home runs, and now here they are seeking their second Super Bowl title ever.
And while now it might be hard to believe in that first one, they were big underdogs. Super Bowl 48 to Peyton Manning and the Broncos at MetLife Stadium, but they were jet-propelled that day, and they'd like to be the same in this game.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. The one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. Powerful running. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. Hall trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 5. They'll go again with Hall. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Hall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On the counter, it's Hall. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Ball again on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Here's Walker to start the drive. They juked him to the 22-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. It's the Seahawks on top here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be at the end of this play on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Fant on the short completion. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Second down, here's Charbonnet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 43, here's the 2nd down and 6. Hall again. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's third and a few inches. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give, running right is Hall to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Hall on a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Smith on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate to only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
We're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A give for Walker running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running left is Walker. And able to work his way down to the 16. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A quick throw out to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the counter, it's Walker. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Lockett, the motion man right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Nicole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. He's got space past the 25. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 8 yards out. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Play action. It's Smith. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.